Good morning. With my
Good morning.
Look at us with my nappy hair.
Bedhead.
Bedhead. Nose is running. We're styling.
We're struggling.
We're struggling. But we're gonna talk to you for a minute about the whole weekend energy. Okay. Wait. Let's see if we can make us prettier real quick.
Oh, that'd be
Ooh,
great.
Is that a little better? Tell me when.
Look at the bags. My bags have
Ooh,
bags.
ooh. Watch me. Ooh, maybe we should stay black and white for this episode.
I like it.
I like it.
I'm a fan.
Okay, morning. Gorgeous. Look at, we're all nappy. And we woke up, what time you wake up?
Like 8:15.
I was up at like 10. I couldn't believe it.
I never sleep later than her. She's always up and out.
Crack of dawn, but I'm here for the weekend. But can you come a little closer? Come a little closer. So
I'm here.
Here's the thing, all right? So for those who watched Weekend Energy, yeah, I woke up like
She
that.
did. Oh, she woke up and I was like, "Why is your hair so perfect?" My hair was like,
But it's
literally
not.
sticking up.
Look at the curls coming back because I was sweating last night. Anywho,
My toes are cold.
so you know how I did Weekend Energy in the first, like, the air we were talking about the girl's ass, like you guys' ass, your butt's gonna be popping, okay? Since I have been here, all right, it has been, hi baby cakes, it has been crazy. So I walk in, right? She showers, all right? So she's getting in the shower. She comes out naked. She's like, is my butt burnt? Because she's been tanning because she's going to Aruba. So I'm like, I didn't pick up on it. And I was like, yeah, your ass is burnt. So we're sitting on the floor an hour later. And she's like, Court, you can get like 18 grand if you take it in the butt for like
a porn.
right? And I'm like, where did that just come from? I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like,
to be fair, we were talking about making extra money. I didn't just like pop out with, "Hey, let's do a porno." I was saying
wait. We're talking about extra money, and she jumps right to butt porn. Okay, so
I read a thing that said you get 18 grand per movie that you do anal, and I just feel like to do anal, that's like a pretty good trade.
That's how that started, right? And then she pulls out these pair of jeans. She's like, Courtney, she's like, you should try these on. She's like, they push your butt up.
The tag says right on them, butt lift.
I'm like, this is crazy. And then it occurred to me, and then I started telling her about the weekend read I did about the ass obsession that someone's going to have, or talking about the butt all weekend. Okay, so like not even within the last 18 hours, the ass thing for me has showed up 4 times, because that's not the only ass thing we talked about. It's insane, right? So I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Like, and who would have thought, that ass thing would come into fruition for me? Like, it's crazy, right? Her ass is burnt like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Then I tried on bikini bottoms, and my ass was like hanging out.
Oh yeah, I was trying on bikini bottoms last night too.
It hasn't even been 24 hours, and the ass thing has come up 4 or 5 times for us. Is that not crazy? We just said that at the same time.
I don't know what's happening.
Cray, right? So, look and I just did it with her before she wrote it. Oh my God. Okay, so that just happened twice. So I figured I would come on and share that with you guys because I got a kick out of it. And I literally was telling Ash, I'm like, you don't understand. I just did a video about butts that are going to be popping all weekend.
It was so weird. And then she showed me the video because I didn't even know she did it, so I didn't watch it. And for like 20 minutes of the video, she's talking about asses. Butts, sorry.
And the minute I walked through the door, like, her ass is burnt like you wouldn't believe.
So burnt. Like, we were in my bed last night, and I had to take my pants off and be like, you don't care if I sleep in my underwear, right? Because my butt hurts. She's like, no, of course I don't care. But I had to sleep in nothing but undies because it is bright red.
We've slept in bed naked.
So bad.
Being shitty. Remember the Dominican? That was a fun night.
Court doesn't wear.
Okay. You want to not tell thousands of people?
I'm sorry. See, this is why I don't do YouTube. I don't know what's allowed.
I just came on to tell her so I could keep this video up, and she just shared that. So, anywho. Whatever. So now everybody knows.
Stop putting me on your channel. I don't belong here.
All right. So, yeah. Anywho.
But yes, in the Dominican, we did.
It was naked a lot.
There was a whole lot of nudity.
Yeah, that was a whole lot. Anywho, moving on.
It was so fun though.
But I was dying. Hey, I was dying. Okay, like when I walked through the door and she's like, oh, I'm talking about extra money because I was just telling about the job I took for the extra money so I can get out and for other reasons. And she's like, hey, you can always do butt porn for $18,000. I was like, okay. Which one of my girlfriends? And on top of that, there's a website for sugar daddies. It's called arrangements.com.
Seeking arrangement.
Oh, so I went on to the site to see if it was legitimate.
It's legit.
Oh, it's legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, man, all right. No wonder,
all right,
shit.
so listen, this site.
I didn't even know there was a website.
I've never actually been on it myself, but one of my friends went on there and used my pictures. And there's guys on there that are like, sugar daddies. And they're like, I need a date to this company function. You got to hang with me and like my coworkers for 3 hours.
That's what they called us. The girls would be sugar babies. Oh, so girlfriend, you've been on that site, huh? All
Listen,
right. Okay.
Don't knock it till you try it. I'm all about extra money.
But this is my best friend. He has how you make the extra money, Court.
Do some anal. 18 grand. Listen, few videos, 3 or 4.
That's
you
my
got like
best
a
friend.
year's worth of pay in what? 4 hours? An
Anywho.
hour of video. You just gotta take it in the poopa.
We're so not going there. But I just thought it was ironic because the butt thing was like so you know what I mean? Like I couldn't get over the butt thing with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius thing. Like I was mind blown because I've never picked up on the butts like that before. You know what I'm saying? Like in my cards. So I was blown away coming here and within 24 hours, we talked about 4 or 5 things that all had to do with
It
ass.
is super weird because I'm not the type that would like do a porno. And it like popped into my head when she was talking about making extra money. I don't know.
I literally have to now label this video 18 plus.
Stop putting me on here. I told you before we started this video, she said,
We should probably go on because we're straight.
right. She was like, we're not drinking, so it'll be a video that I can leave up. We won't mess up. And I was like, well, I don't know the rules. I always mess up every time you put me on here.
Sell your underwear. I don't have any. Anywho.
That's a thing?
Of course. And one of our friends.
Oh, the feet.
She's got a feet. She's doing like a feet footish page.
Fetish.
Because
footish.
Because people have
kind of clever.
feet footish fetishes.
It could
and
be
I'm
a
just
footish.
like,
It's a foot fetish. A
Yeah,
footish.
Jamie,
I like
here's my foot. What color should I get my pedicure?
Footsies.
You know?
Oh, she had me like model my feet one night. I got a pedicure and because I have a tattoo on my foot. Me and Jess got matching tattoos one spring. And I had to put concealer over the tattoo so nobody knew it was my feet. She had me like do all sorts of weird positions with my feet. She never ended up using them because I was like super uncomfortable about it. But yeah, she's got this whole like selling pictures of your feet business. But I don't know.
I think I would definitely sell my foot before anything else.
Well, nobody's paying 18 grand for your feet. 18 grand for that booty though.
Booty.
It's a thing. I read it on
Yeah, I'd like to know where she read this.
no, I was like scrolling
That was our first main conversation of the day. I'm not kidding you. I didn't know what the butt thing would be in my weekend read, but for me, it's already happened, and it's only Saturday morning.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I can.
So who would have thought? I mean, I was really blown away. It blew my mind because I'm like, Ashley, you have no idea about my weekend read.
And it was so
I tell you
strange.
guys all the time, it always plays out for me one way or another. That's why I said I need you guys to pay attention to the read, right? Because one way or another, it all plays out for you guys. You just don't pick up on it sometimes. You know what I mean? And I don't ever pick up on it because I'll go back weeks later and be like, holy shit, that actually happened.
Listen,
And then I was singing some random song and it was all about ass. It was, I just sang it and I was like,
apple bottom jeans?
No, it was like ass, something like that. I'm like, oh my God.
Where was I when this happened? I don't remember.
I was just in the other room and I was like, Ass, ass, ass. I don't know if that's what they actually say, but that's what came out of my mouth. And then I was telling her about the girl on my Instagram. She got that little,
Oh, yeah. What did you call her?
Spanish mommy or something.
No, you
No.
called her ass something. It was so
Ass
clever.
was banging. I don't know.
It was something super clever. Oh, I wish I remembered.
I don't know what I
'Cause
said.
I totally would have used it. It would have been like part of my everyday vocabulary if I could remember, because it was clever.
I just said it too because I was talking about I'm like, I got this one chick on my Instagram, and her ass is just banging,
Banging.
banging.
I
But
wish
she always
that blanket was
posts her
over
butt,
here.
you know.
Reach it. Yeah. This is my favorite blanket.
So I don't remember exactly what I said, but but
But.
see, and I said that to you guys. I'm like, if it's not about the butt, I'm like, you're probably just gonna be like, I don't want to do that, but maybe we should go there. But see, it's already happening to me. So you never know what my reads entail or how they will play out. But anywho,
But
I'm gonna sip on my coffee. We haven't figured out what we're doing yet today. Well,
yes, we have.
yeah, kinda.
We're gonna day drink.
And but anywho,
But
right? So we're gonna go get a buffalo cauliflower.
so there's this place not far from us. It's like 15, 20 minutes away, and it has the best. They make like it's almost like, is it it's almost like Cajun. It's not really buffalo. I don't know. It's spicy, but it's cauliflower. It's so good.
Buffalo.
Is it buffalo?
It's buffalo.
I don't know about that. It might
But
be
yeah, those
buffalo.
buffaloes got a poppin' butt too. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go dancing later
If we make it that far.
if we make it that far.
If
Yeah.
I wash off yesterday's makeup and put on some new makeup over my bags that have bags.
I got bags.
I got like,
Oh my gosh, people. This is the second time. I go to this Dunks, right? Everyone's waiting for the coffee. And it's like every time I go into this one place, and it was a different guy this time, they're like, what do you want? They like run to the counter. What do you want?
it's the one closest to my house, but it doesn't have a drive-through.
And I'm like, so I tell them my coffee, and there's like all these people waiting for the coffee in a line, and it's like I always get through. I can't. It's kind of weird. And then we walk out, and these people are staring at us like, bitch, how'd you get your coffee?
I've been waiting.
And then I'm like, say to Spirit, I'm like, thanks. It's kind of important. It's a coffee, but like, why can't that shit happen like
When it really
When it really
matters.
matters. You know what I mean? Like, thank you though. I mean, coffee is important.
I don't drink coffee. Gives me anxiety. I can't do caffeine.
But
But Court's like a monster before she gets coffee.
well, I had road rage at like 10 o'clock this
Oh
morning.
gosh.
I literally was like, I need my coffee. I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
Well, this lady's walking her dog, and I live in a neighborhood, so it's like off the main road, and there's like a few different streets, like, on a block. And this lady's walking her dog down the middle of one of the roads, and I get it. There's not a lot of cars that drive through here unless you live here, but still, there's cars, and she's walking in the middle of the road and doesn't even move to the side of the road. Court had to like maneuver around her. She's like coming around a corner, and Courtney's like, "That's a blind spot. What are you doing?" I haven't had my coffee yet.
oh yeah, I was like, what is she thinking? I'm like, lady, like you live in this neighborhood. Like that's not a blind spot. We're going around a massive curve turn, right? Where there's signs curve, like I was like,
In the middle of the road. She wasn't even on like
I
the
was
side.
so
She was-
irritated because I'm like, you're lucky I didn't hit you. And not to mention it was a blind spot. And not to mention why is she just walking in the middle of a road around a sharp fucking corner? That was
on our way to get the
she
coffee.
had no common sense.
Then on the way back from the coffee, another car comes whipping around
Same
the corner.
corner. Same
whipping.
corner.
I mean, they were flying, and they weren't even on their side of the road. Again, in the middle of the road. Thankfully, Courtney drives like cautiously through my neighborhood. So she's going slow and like hugs the curb because this person's whipping. And we're like, thank God that lady wasn't walking her dog when this person was driving. Thankfully,
Seriously.
it was Courtney that drives like an appropriate speed in a neighborhood and watches out for things like that. Because if that person was driving, that lady and her dog would have got smushed.
Smushed.
Squashed like a bug.
So, anywho, we love you.
Yeah, that was all.
And I'm sure we'll be on later.
Hopefully not, because I don't know how to behave myself, especially when I'm drinking.
We probably shouldn't be on later, but we'll probably get home. What are we going to do? Let's go on YouTube.
It's terrible.
Let's go on YouTube.
It's never a good idea. I don't know why she puts me on here.
Because you're the best and everybody loves you.
Always getting me in trouble.
You're always getting me in trouble. Fuchsia. Wait, pull it up.
My sister's asking me what color she should get her nails done for Aruba.
20 or 4?
Oh, it's black and white.
Excuse me.
20. L?
Yeah, 20 for sure.
20.
So.
Yeah, so.
Nothing like a partner in crime. Hi, Jen. I hope the fam's good. Jen, I did put my readings back up. The link's probably below. It probably won't last long, but for the hour reads. So, I got a plan. Stan. I'll be moving, and she's not too happy with me, but...
No, she's trying to move away from me like I'm going to survive without her. Crazy.
It's necessary. It's a necessary move.
Necessary for who? Not for me.
So, another reason why I took that job for the... Give me the loot. She's a bad boy.
I told her to just move in with me. I said we could share a room. Sophia and Mia could share a room. I turn my office into a room. I'll throw that whole computer away. I got multiple monitors because I work from home sometimes. So I got one computer, but I can switch between all kinds of monitors. I'll throw that whole thing right in the trash. Make it into a bedroom.
Anywho.
She won't move in with me. She's trying to move away.
I love her though. I'll always have a room. We'll see each other.
She's like, oh, we can, every other weekend, I'll drive to you, you can drive to me, we'll see each other twice a month. 2 times a month.
It's good.
How are we going to go from every weekend to twice a month?
I have to adult.
Yeah, well,
I've been adulting.
I don't like change.
I don't want to stay in my state anymore.
She's trying to abandon me. She doesn't have to stay in her state. She can come to my state. It's only a half an hour away.
Any whoosies. It'd be a tough move, but we can do it. What did we talk about last night where I'm like, we're adulting? Well, we're always adulting, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anywho.
Maybe it's because we didn't go out and get wild. We sat on my couch and watched movies.
Yeah, we stayed in last night and watched movies. It was nice.
We got takeout. We ate it on my living room
floor. We paid $60.
Do you guys want to see?
We paid $60 for food. Me and her foodies. I'm by the time this weekend's over, we're gonna spend at least $100 each on food. This is what.
Well, we couldn't decide what we wanted, so we ordered everything.
We got this, we got that. I'm well, those look good, so we got that. They want to put pasta on my pizza, so we got a side of pasta.
So we got a chicken Alfredo pizza.
I wanted pasta on it.
So we're can you put pasta on it? They're no, we don't do that, but we can give you pasta on the side. What is the difference if you put it on the pizza or if you give it to us in a container? Doesn't make any sense. No, we can put it on the side. That's not what we wanted. Do you guys want to see what I made her for Valentine's Day?
This is what Ashley made me.
All right, so I watched 17 different YouTube videos on how to make this. It didn't come out how it was supposed to, but how do I turn this around? Can you turn this around? This one?
Right there.
Do you see?
And look at my little elephant cup and keychain she got me.
I'll move closer. How do I? Oh.
There's an elephant on my cup.
So, I got this because she loves elephants. I don't know if you can even see, maybe if I stick my hand in it. It's an elephant. And then a keychain with a little elephant. It says, don't forget how strong you are. And then I made this bouquet. It's supposed to look like a bouquet of roses, but it doesn't. It's all nips of alcohol. But this thing took me hours. They don't tell you on YouTube how long it's going to take you. They just say, this is what it's supposed to look like at the end. It doesn't look how it's supposed to look, but it is. It's a dozen roses.
Wasn't that sweet? And it's liquor.
And then after I give it to her, she's like, I can't do hard alcohol. I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Well,
Because you normally do. And then I get you a whole bouquet of hard alcohol. And she's like,
well, no.
do
See,
that.
here's the thing. If I was gonna do hard liquor, okay, I wanted to drink hard liquor on Friday night, so I wasn't hungover on Sunday. But the plan didn't work out as planned, right? So looks like I'll be drinking. It looks like I'll be hungover tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. So hungover. And we discussed, like, should we go out Friday night? Should we go out Saturday night? Like, one day we'll go out and one day we'll stay in. So I'm like, oh, we should go out Friday night so that we have Saturday to recover so that on Sunday when we have to be, like, responsible parents, we're not trash. And then we didn't go out last night. So we're going to go out tonight. And then tomorrow we need to be, like, you know, good parents. And we're going to be hungover.
So that was, and we discussed this days ahead, and she's like, let's do Friday.
I was trying to be responsible and smart, and then
That didn't pan out for us.
never does.
So now Ashley's plan is we're day drinky. Okay, we're going to day drinky.
And then we'll, be awake through our hangover tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be good, right? That's a thing. I feel like that would work.
So Court will get through like half a dozen roses. We'll be fine. But anywho, that was Mia calling me, so I know she's just going to end up calling Ashley next. So, oh, here she is.
There she
Okay, it
is.
was only, okay, hold on.
Hi, baby
Hi,
doll.
Sorry. I couldn't get to it in time.
So, my man was about to leave like 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago to come get us. To come get me and Jim. But she's not.
Excuse me.
Kim's gonna bring us because I didn't get my gift for Valentine's Day. So Kim's gonna get, I'm gonna get a gift for Maggie and Kim's gonna bring us to Dad's.
Okay, so why isn't Meme grabbing you?
I'm gonna disconnect my AirPods.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
it's like super quiet.
What?
Much
So
better.
why is Meme not grabbing you?
Because I'm going with Kim to get a gift for Maggie because I forgot to because we won't have time to run.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna have to be dropped off around her house around 2 or 3, so we'll drop you off before we go.
Oh,
So
tomorrow.
pretty.
Yeah, because Jay's going to Dad's, right? Okay. And Kate's staying home?
Huh?
All right.
Did you guys invite Alana?
Did she go
What?
she go out to dinner with you last night?
No, she didn't want to. She couldn't.
Okay.
She called it.
All right. Just remind Kaden to feed Sheldon.
When?
Dinner time.
I'm not gonna remember. Can you text him?
Yeah.
And maybe answer your phone during the day today?
Calling you
Mia, I
right
answer
out.
the phone all the time. Don't.
You haven't answered me once this morning because
I
I
was-
was Ashley's phone.
I was sleeping.
She did
You
sleep
make
in.
me sound like a
I
unresponsive.
just called you 2 seconds ago before Ashley.
She's using her phone right now.
I'm on YouTube.
And she said, I'm not going to answer it because she'll just call Ashley's phone.
Oh, what if I didn't? You weren't gonna call me back.
Girlfriend, you
I
were gonna
would've
call
called you.
Ashley.
We would have called you back, love. You know that.
And I answer the phone all the time. I love
Oh,
you.
you know.
Yeah, I do. I can't escape you. You would never even let me escape you if I tried to escape you.
And trust me, we've tried.
Yes, we have.
We love
Who do
you.
you think you're talking to?
You. You're so pretty.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys slept in the bed last night? You were quiet, right?
Actually said hi. Oh, hi.
Hi.
All right, I love you.
Okay.
I love you more.
Alright, I'll talk to you later. I'll text you or Ashley when we're getting dropped off at Dad's house.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, love you.
I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye. Okay. You see, she just made us sound unresponsible. Is that the word?
We're really
That's
not irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
Unresponsible.
It's
Another
for-
word to add to Quartz dictionary.
Another word to add to my dictionary.
We're really not irresponsible parents.
That chick, I am not
She
at all.
calls 75 times a day.
You miss one freaking phone call, it's like all hell fucking goes.
I think that was the 4th phone call this morning, and it's like 11 o'clock.
I'm telling you, she's insane.
Almost 12.
She's a Libra, so she'd probably make a fantastic lawyer.
She would make a great lawyer.
Seriously, everything's got to be fair with this chick. She is a pure definition of a Libra. She has to have a lot of Libra in her chart. I'm not kidding you, because that is her freaking,
She's so perfect, though. I love her.
yeah. Well, I don't know about
Little
perfect.
shit.
I don't know about perfect.
Little shit.
But she's pretty perfect. She's a handful, though.
She is she is you in like a shorter version.
No, she's
She's
way
not
more.
even-
No, she's way more stubborn than me. I'm not. She's got a stubborn. I'm not that stubborn. You think I'm stubborn? Am I stubborn?
You are stubborn.
I am.
Yeah. I don't think you're as stubborn as me, but you're definitely stubborn.
Well, when I'm right, and I stick to it.
Stubborn.
That's not being stubborn.
Even
that's-
when she thinks that she is right, but isn't actually right, there's no changing her mind.
Yeah, I did tell you that. See, I do that. It is like that, because if I think I'm right, and there's you can't argue with me.
Even when she's wrong, she's right.
But I'm hardly wrong.
But we love her through it.
Do you know I woke up this morning and I told Ashley, there's the first thing out of my mouth. I'm like, I got another word for you that I think you should add to your Czechoslovakia thing.
I have a list of favorite words, and Czechoslovakia is number 1.
Right. And I practiced that word because I'm like, I know I can say that word, but that one night I couldn't say it. But I woke up this morning, I'm like, I think you should add to your list, like, what did I say? Metropolitan? No.
Listen, she was like half.
I was half asleep. I'm like, I got a
She
word
didn't
for
even
you.
like wake up yet. So I was awake. I was laying in my bed. She's laying next to me. She rolls over. She's like, "You awake?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I got a word for your list."
I got a word for
Eyes
you.
still closed.
I think it was
still-
metaphorical. No,
I thought it was
metamorphosis. Or maybe that was it. I don't know.
Listen, it was so weird that she.
It was very random.
So random.
But you remember last weekend with the 5.5 hour chat, we were talking. She was listing off her favorite words, and I don't know. I woke up. I was like, I got a word for you. I had the strangest dreams last night.
Oh yeah, something about being a zookeeper.
That's her favorite word. That
Frustrated
that
she says. I have a list of favorite words like in the world. Courtney's vocabulary, frustrated, is my favorite. I love it. I think it's like the cutest thing in the world. Frustrated.
Frustrated.
But in my like list of favorite words to say, Czechoslovakia is the first one. And I think it's because it has too many consonants and not enough vowels. It like shouldn't be a word. It's so jumbled, but it's a word, and I like it.
Yeah, my dream was weird. I woke up.
She was a zookeeper.
No, it was.
That's what you said.
Yeah,
this
but I
morning.
wasn't a zookeeper. It was Okay, so I know who was in my dream, right? So I was talking to this particular person, but I knew he knew it was me. But I was playing it off like it wasn't me. It was very bizarre. But it was something like, okay, you need me to get these credit cards into like another country, and they were credit cards, and I was like, yeah. So it was obviously an illegal something going down, but it had to do with credit cards. But he had my number. So it's like, how did he know it's not me, especially with my accent? And he's like, okay, so what's your last name? And I said, my last name in my dream was either Halligan or Hannah. It was something. So I told him my last name, and he's like, okay, well, what do you guys do for, you know, they wanted to write it down. So what do you guys do for, you know, your career or whatever? I'm like, we're both zookeepers. And he just kept asking me these questions. And this is a guy I know. So I'm like, how does he not recognize my voice? And there's no way he doesn't know that you just called my number. It was so bizarre, but he was doing like an illegal transaction for me. But I had to do with credit cards. But then he ended up, like, after I was like zookeepers, he hung up on me. So I don't know if he picked up that it was me, like trying to like be disguised. It was freaking. I had odd dreams all night, and I remember them. I think it was Halligan. My last name was like Halligan or something. Or I made it. I obviously like made it up, right? But as soon as I told him what we both did for a living, he hung up on me. I'm like, we're zookeepers. And I'm thinking to myself, that's kind of perfect if you think about it in like a metaphorical way. Like, I do got a shit ton of animals.
You do have a
You
shit
know
ton
what
of
I mean?
animals.
Like, I don't know. It was, and every time he tried to catch me off guard with a question, I was quick. But I mean, I think the way I said zookeepers, like, he picked up on something and then he hung up on me, and I was like, oh, he figured it out. He figured it out. Like, I don't, but like there was no agenda behind it. It was very bizarre.
I don't think I
Anywho.
dreamt at all last night. Or if I did, I don't remember them. I slept like a baby. It really is true. You sleep so much better when you sleep next to somebody that you love. Because I slept so
Yeah,
good
and I
last night. I
never-
haven't slept that good in forever.
And I woke up at 10. That's not a thing for me. I'm usually up at like 6, 7.
Not like Sophia sleeps in my bed all the time because my bed is the most comfortable place on the planet. And I do sleep good next to her, but she sprawls and she kicks and she like smacks. She's such an aggressive sleeper. But Court just like stays in one little position, all comfy, cozy, and she doesn't snore. And it's just like she gives off the best body heat. I was so warm. I slept so good last night. I was all like, all snuggled up next to my Court. Much better than sleeping with Sophia because she is aggressive. Terrible. And she's a blanket hog.
So, all right, I should probably gonna start our day soon, but we just wanted to come on. I wanted to come on and tell you about the whole butt thing that happened within 24 hours. Polish hooligan is Polish for Hannigans. Hooligans. What?
Hooligan is Polish. What?
Where'd it go?
Hooligan in Polish is
Means-
hooligans.
So we're hooligans.
You are a hooligan. What is a hooligan?
It's ironic because I said to Mia I was driving Mia to her dad's last weekend. He's like in the city, right? He's kind of like in a rough neighborhood. And there was like mills and it was freezing out. I said, well, a lot of homeless people live there. And she's like, well, why is everything like broken and destroyed? I'm like, because there's a bunch of hooligans around here. It's funny you said that because she's like, what's hooligans? I'm like, well, they're just like people that do random acts of like needless shit. Like, I'm like, okay, punks. So like a hooligan's like a punk. So it's funny you
Like
said
a
that.
hoodlum?
Like a hoodlum, yeah, but I actually called it a bunch of hooligans. And it's weird because I normally don't use that terminology. And she's like, hooligan, ma. She's like, what's a hooligan? And then I'm like, well, how do I break it down? So I'm like, I was like, well, a punk, you know, a bunch
Well,
of
I'm
punks.
glad I'm not the only one that didn't know what a hooligan was.
A bunch of punks.
Well,
you know.
I watched this movie once. It was called Green Street Hooligans. I think it was about soccer. It was like in London or something maybe. And I thought a hooligan was like somebody that was on a soccer team. It's not.
Anywho, it's like us being a bunch of hooligans today. Well, no, I wouldn't use that term because we're not going to be punks. I guess you could probably use it in different ways, right?
I don't know.
Well, you made me think of shenanigans when you said that.
I love that word.
Which would make sense because in my dream, it's kind of like a shenanigan. There was definitely like a shenanigan going on.
I don't think that's how you use that word.
Well, I just tried to. Well, kind of, right? Because it was being like mischievous, like a shenanigan. Like you never know what.
Yeah, but can
Kinda.
you use it singularly?
Did I
like, I
use it?
feel like-
Did I use it singularly? How would you say that word? Singularly.
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 Singularly?
Not a word in my vocabulary.
No, but I feel like shenanigans. Like you use it in like the plural form. Can you use it singularly, like a shenanigan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, like you just get away with one thing. You're doing one thing. That's a thing, troops, right?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, it's a
I don't know.
shenanigan. We just did a shenanigan.
I don't think that doesn't
I don't think we can
sound
use
right.
it that way, but the first way I used it made a lot of sense.
You just used it the same way.
Anywho, right? Yeah, thank you, Amy. Yep. Thanks, Queen. If I see, yep, I can do it. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
A shenanigan.
Yeah, let's go find out what shenanigan
Like one
we're about to
single
get. Yeah.
shenanigan.
So say we were just doing one thing, and I could literally say it like, hey, let's go do that one shenanigan we talked about. Apps, hands down, absolutely. You're not arguing with me. It's a thing.
See, when she's right, she's right.
There's no way. It sounds right in my head.
I feel like it's shenanigans.
It-
Like you
well,
have to use it in the plural
Oh my God.
form.
You do not know. It sounded right in my head, so.
So did singularly.
Singularly. Singularly is not a word. Did I use it as a word?
Yeah.
I did? What did I say?
I said singularly, and then you tried to say singularly.
Is singularly a word?
And you said singularly?
Is that a word? A singularly? You do oh. So who made that word up? You?
You. Singularly is a word. Like you're doing
What
something.
did you say?
Singularly.
I'm saying the same thing. You're singularly. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing you are saying. Say it again. How did you use the word?
Can you use that singularly? Like in the
Singularly. I'm saying it just like she's saying it, aren't I? Singularly. And it's not a word.
Oh my God.
Singular. Fuck it. How do I use it in a plural?
dying.
How do I use it in a plural way? A singular, right? Is that a word? Singular? Is that a word? A single, like that's one.
I'm crying.
Is it one word?
I'm fucking crying.
A single. I'm so confused. I'm fucking you. I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm glad you all think it's funny.
Oh my God! I wish
It's
that
a
you
single.
would just make
It's a singular word.
singular. There
Singular.
you go. You need to make a Courtney's dictionary.
singular.
There needs to be a
Okay.
book of Courtney's words and what you think they mean and how to pronounce them. It needs to be a
Well,
thing.
no. If it sounds right in my head, then it's a word. That's how it works in my fucking vocabulary. But I said singularly. I used that word first, or did you? Who used it first? That's where I'm confused.
Can't fucking breathe. Oh my God.
Who used it
Holy
first?
fuck. I used it first. I said, can you use that word singularly? And you said,
Oh, because I used the word shenanigan.
Yes. And then you said,
But it's singular.
Oh my God, it's not singular.
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 You ever notice that, like, the more you say a word, the weirder it sounds? Weirder is not a word. The more weird, the more weird it sounds.
She's hung out with me for a long time. Weirder sounded normal to us. Like, I say side words, and she's like, it's not a word. Of course it's a fucking word. You move sideways.
Sideways.
But
there's forwards, there's backwards, there's sideways.
So why can't there be side words?
Because you invented that word. You made it up. You came up with it all on your own, and it's going in Court's dictionary. I'm telling you, people would buy that book.
Yeah, I was on the beach. We were on the beach one day, and I'm like, that's not a word. And I was like, yeah, because I walk sideways. It's like I'm a crab.
You don't walk sideways. You walk sideways.
So I got that swag in my body. I wouldn't call it swag. I walk sideways. It's like a crab.
Sideways.
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 And she's like, and everybody started laughing at me. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, she's a Cancer. She walks sideways. I'm like, I can spot a Cancer miles away, right? Because the way we walk sometimes, I know how I walk, so I can spot a Cancer. Because we do walk like that sometimes. And I remember saying, like, yeah, she's walking sideways, and everybody started dying laughing at me. I'm like, that's not a word.
No.
It sounds like a word.
The first time I ever realized you made up your own words, it was power horse.
Whatever.
She was trying to describe something as being, like, strong. And she was like, yeah, like a power horse. And I was like, the fuck is a power horse? And she was like, you know, a horse with a lot of power. Like horsepower?
It's a word.
It's not a word, it's powerhouse.
Yep. But I've been using power horse my whole life. Just like the whole we'll play it by year. It's actually ear.
Yeah, play it by ear. Like,
No, who says that? Because she said it last night to Soph. She's like, we'll play it by year.
I
And
said
I'm like,
ear.
you just said year. And she's like, no, I said ear. And I said, no, you said year.
it sounds like year because the
So
Y in
that's
by.
why. If I hear somebody's accent, mind you guys, I grew up in Mass. I went from Minnesota to Mass. Okay, so like, as a kid trying to talk, like, I now understand why I got my own damn words because it's actually what I heard in my ears.
Your years.
My ears.
Years.
Ears.
Years. We're playing it by year.
Oh, okay. So it's what I heard. So it made sense to me, and it is stuck. It's like glue, right? It's you stick to me, I stick to you, like bubble gum.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
Anything you say bounces off of you and sticks to you. Do you know when I was a kid growing up in Lawrence, I got grounded from bubble gum? It was my favorite. I took a piece of bubble gum off of the fence
That's
and chewed it.
disgusting.
Yep, sure did. I got
Oh.
I think I was like 9. I was like, I'll fucking do it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's great. Hubba bubba. I am all over it. Yeah, disgusting, right? Yeah, ick is right. I sure did. It's that one thing you remember as a kid. I did that, and I could even took it off the sidewalk. To be honest with you,
That's such a bad time, Court.
I know.
Ew.
But I did it to like prove to my ma. Like I did it. I'm like, oh, you wanna ban me from bubble gum? I had like a wicked addiction
ABC
to
gum.
Yeah.
After been chewed.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I took it off a fence or I took it right off the street, and I knew it was Hubba Bubba. I was fucking pumped.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah. See how you remember some things growing up? I did that. I only did it once, but I did it.
Do you remember Big League Chew?
Yeah.
The stuff that came in the
Blueberry
pouch.
Hubba Bubba was my fave.
And it was like supposed to be like kids chewing tobacco.
You guys wonder why Courtney is the way she is. I did a lot of shit. Gross shit.
Yeah, like eating other people's gum.
In Lawrence.
That's disgusting. These are some serious characters in Lawrence.
I grew up in the hood.
And then you ate gum.
And I ate gum.
Straight off the side of the hood.
Yeah, I did. Bleh.
It's so gross.
The time I kidnapped a girl. Remember that one? I've told you that story. We're like, we're going to give you ice cream. She came right with us. Remember I told you we walked her around the block and we brought her back, put her in the same spot. Nobody knew she was gone.
Jesus.
Yeah, we took like a 2-year-old. We lived in the projects. Nobody even knew she was gone. And you know what we did?
Terrible.
It is terrible. But you want to know we thought we were going to we're like a baby, right?
Look
we're
at
like,
me,
oh.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
I'm like, well, let's just take her. Like, we'll pretend like she's our baby, you know? Like,
Courtney, what the fuck is
well,
wrong
we weren't
with
really
you?
kidnapping her, but like,
Yes,
we're
you
like,
were.
nobody would notice, right? But you know
100%
what?
Kidnapping.
Straight up a kidnapper will buy you ice cream. But we did. We took her to the ice cream truck. We bought her ice cream. We acted like she was our kid. I had an obsession with kids. No wonder I got fucking 4.
Just so you guys are sure that you heard that right, she actually said we weren't really kidnapping her as she kidnapped her.
Yeah. But we brought it back. We brought it back to the same place. A real life doll, yeah. We brought it back to the same place. Nobody knew she was fucking gone. At that point, we were like, this is sad.
But we weren't really kidnapping her. We just kidnapped her.
Well, like, because it was me and Lori. Yeah, it was like my best friend. We weren't even supposed to go around the block. So it was a shenanigan for sure. We probably like 10
One
years.
singular shenanigan.
Yeah, we were probably like 10 years old. And we just were like, we'll buy her ice cream. Like, she's fine.
The fuck?
We did it. The ice cream truck was coming. We bought her ice cream. We brought it back. And the sad thing is, straight up, nobody noticed she was gone. And that was
horrible.
That was a sad thing when we brought her back. Because then I was like, well, we got to go. It was right across the street. I mean, at least we left her with an ice cream. But I can't imagine. I don't know where she is in life now. Seriously.
We kidnapped her, but at least we bought her ice cream.
Yeah, we did. Because me and Lori were like, I think this is kidnapping.
Predator. She's a predator.
And we did. We snagged her.
It's terrible. Oh my god.
I've done some shit.
Clearly.
But I was 10. I wasn't really kidnapping her. Like,
You were kidnapping her. You
we were-
kidnapped her.
Well, we were playing house for like 20 minutes.
Kidnap.
But we brought her back.
That was a whole kidnap. You napped a kid.
Oh Oh my God.
We were playing house.
Add that one to the list of things that
Just because you returned her doesn't mean you didn't
we were
kidnap
just
her.
playing house, all right?
Good thing you didn't ask
But
for
I
ransom.
mean, she freaking scored, right? She got an ice cream.
She got to hang out with you. That's a good day.
Oh my God.
Except, for the fact that you're like,
We
should be on
weren't
the
even
most
we
wanted
weren't even
list.
supposed to go around the block. If they found out we left the yard, my ass would have been belted.
I never got the belt. I was
But
spoiled.
good job with my parents too, right? I mean, they didn't notice we were gone either.
They also didn't notice they were raising a predator. The hell?
I was obsessed with baby dolls though and babies. I knew I was gonna be a mom from a very young age. It was inevitable. Even my parents knew it.
And now
They're
she's
like-
got all these
They're
dang
like, this
kids.
chick is gonna have like 10 kids.
She got a lot of kids. She is a mama for sure.
And I would have had more. But
You can have mine.
no, I knew who. All right. We love you. I was just coming on to tell you about the whole butt thing. I thought it was hysterical.
It was weird. Super weird.
I really didn't kidnap her though.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we did. Because I think afterwards we were like, that's kind of like kidnapping.
That was 100% kidnapping.
But we didn't get caught. And I brought it back.
Still counts.
And I grew up when the kidnapper was driving around in the clown truck. I don't know if any of you guys are from like Massachusetts area, but like there was a thing for years where the clowns were kidnapping children. And me and my sister were going to the corner store to get my ma's cigarettes. They used to have the old machines where you'd put the money in and you'd go like that. So she sent me and my sister to go get her cigarettes. And it was like at the corner store. And the van actually pulled up to us. And I'm telling you, they literally had candy galore. And my sister ran and left me staring at the candy. Because I'm like, oh, like, and now I'm like probably like 7. I'm all about candy. I always dreamt of having like candy in my closet, like a candy stand. No, I was like, and then my sister turns around and was like, she snagged me real quick. She pulled me. And we went home and told, and another kid got kidnapped that day in the same, like, vicinity. And I don't know what happened to him or her, but, like, so we actually ran into them. It was a big thing in Massachusetts. It was like a clown car, like a clown van or something. It was a big thing. I don't remember the whole story of what their name was, but they literally look like clowns. And the only reason why my sister ran is because she's terrified of freaking clowns. And I'm literally like this. Look at the candy. Like, and my sister literally was like, it was insane. It was insane. But like when I lived in Lawrence, I always had a dream of opening my closet door and the racks of candy at like a regular convenience store. I always had a rack of candy in my closet as a dream. It was like a dream of mine to have a rack of candy and like perfectly placed, gum here, chocolate here. Like it was insane.
Hubba Bubba.
It was insane. It has a bit, yeah, Hubba Bubba. But yeah, I don't remember. They got caught, but they got life.
Everybody's looking out for the clowns when really you were the main threat.
Right? But they ended up admitting to it, but it took them a couple years. It took them a couple years to catch them.
That's so scary.
Yeah, and they found a couple kids. Like I don't know what they were doing with them. I don't know. I don't remember the whole thing. I'll have to bring it up to my sister. They were clowns, though. You could probably Google it.
It's so crazy to think, like, what we were allowed to do when we were younger. Like, I was allowed to go anywhere, do anything, as long as I was home before the streetlights came on.
Yeah.
And now, like, I wouldn't let Sophia walk down the street. Like, her grandmother lives around, her great-grandmother lives around the corner from us. And if she walks to her house, she has to be on FaceTime with me the entire time. And then I don't hang up with her until she's inside the house. Like, it was never like that when I was little. I was, like, out running amok.
I really was obsessed with kids. I really did kidnap a little girl.
You really did. You're
I
terrible.
really did. Isn't that crazy, Troops? I kidnapped a little girl.
That is crazy. That's...
Because I remember saying to
a
ourselves,
lot.
I'm like, I think we just kidnapped. I mean, we brought her back. When I tell you I was obsessed with children, I was obsessed with children. And now that I think about it, with a dead look on my face, I think we were like, we just kidnapped a kid, but we were like, whatever. We brought her back.
It doesn't count if you return the child.
It didn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count as a crime.
It does.
Guys, I was like 10,
Babies stealing babies.
you know? I mean, at that age, me and Lori still like would bring our baby dolls outside. We would swing them, would rock. Like, I still at that age, I was obsessed with baby dolls. I don't know if that's normal, but it was a thing for me.
Well, I think you're supposed to stay a kid as long as you can.
I definitely stayed a kid for a long time.
I did not.
I did. But anyway, Trooper Lupus, I'm sure we'll be back later.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
there was just 42. Somebody want to Google that? Let me see your phone. Look up the spiritual meaning for 42. Probably says you're going to hell.
Yeah, for kidnapping.
You're going to hell for kidnapping.
How did that spiritual?
Spiritual meaning.
I couldn't spell spiritual for a second.
42.
Nope, that's 424.
And then go to this one and blow it up for me. The 4 and 2 combination, that sign that you got help available from spirit and your angels making your desired transactions.
Transitions.
Well, I got money on my mind. Transitions. All you need to do is ask. The 4 and the 2 combination is a message that your angels, greatest success in past, stand by your side, offering assistance. Encourage you to, what? What'd I do? Whenever, encourage to ask whatever you need. Huh? All you need to do is ask. You're never alone. Okay. Well, apparently, because I like to steal children. 4 and the 2 combination.
But you got our ice
4 and
cream,
the
so
2.
it doesn't count.
But we bought our ice cream.
You got our ice cream and
It
your
just
returned
talks
it.
about, making your desired transitions. All you need to do is ask. At this time, you may need to be reminded that you are never alone and the guides are always with you. So apparently they were with her too. May God be with you. May God be with you.
Peace be with you. And also with you.
And also with you.
Also with you.
And also with you.
And also with you.
We should probably go get our bread.
Bread?
Your commandment, your toast.
Oh, yeah, I'm not the church going type. I went.
That was my favorite part of toast. The communion.
I never.
My favorite part of church.
I never made first communion. I did this like, it wasn't like Sunday school. It was like, I don't even know. It was every day after school. My dad's girlfriend, when I was younger, used to teach this like church class for kids, and I had to go to that. Yes, that's what it's called.
CCD.
I hated every second of it, and I am not the church going type because I think it's like, no offense to anybody, but when you have to kneel, it's like the most uncomfortable position. And I had to go not that long ago for my nephew's baptism, and it was like kneel, sit, stand, kneel, sit, stand, kneel, sit. Ugh, it's like a lot of work. It's a lot more work than I want to do.
Remember when I kneeled at the funeral and I pulled a string? You guys remember that story? Yeah, that's a thing. I lifted the guy's dead arm and everything.
Oh my God. So one of our friends, was it her uncle?
Yeah.
Her uncle passed, and we went to the funeral. And me and Court go up to pay our respects, and you gotta like kneel in front of the casket and you say a prayer. And there was a string hanging from the casket.
Okay.
So Courtney, trying to be all like looking out for him, making sure he looks his best, pulls the fucking string.
I pulled the string and it jerked his arm. This poor guy dead in a casket.
Attached.
Okay.
my God.
I pulled a string. Okay. Because I was really trying to hook him up. I thought to myself, what is wrong with this funeral home? Leaving a fucking string hanging. He should look his best, right? So I tried to snag the string. I wrapped it around my finger so it was tight so I could get a good snag. I lifted his arm. I was freaking horrified.
You don't know awkward until you stand up from a casket laughing in front of 100 people that are crying, and you're trying so hard to hold in, like, you're awkward.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
Oh, it was awful.
I wanted to vanish into thin air.
I was dying laughing, and I don't know if everyone, like, I'm kneeling at this point. Everyone probably thinks I'm crying.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
It was
oh my
terrible.
God. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm sitting there now with the dead guy. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sure he got a kick out of it. He was probably like, thank God somebody just made my funeral happy.
I
right?
got a kick out of it. I thought it was hilarious.
So, like, when it's said and done, like, Ashley's like, you're laughing. I'm like, I gotta tell you what just happened.
Oh, I saw it. I witnessed it
Oh.
with my own eyeballs.
And
I was horrified.
I couldn't get the damn string unless I like held down his arm to pull it.
Oh my
And
god.
people would have been like, "What is this chick doing?" Like we didn't really know him. It was Masha's, like somebody she was really close to.
It was her mother's brother.
Yeah, mother. Yeah, it was something like that. She was close to him, but so we showed
had
up.
never met him.
So we showed up at the funeral and all shit fucking.
Oh my god,
Broke
it was
loose.
holy shit.
Courtney trying to fucking. I was just
What
trying to
a
hook the guy up.
disaster.
I was
What a
more
disaster.
disappointed with the funeral home. There's no way nobody else didn't pick up on that fucking string. How dare anyone not try to pull the string? Bunch of fucking assholes. That's how I look at it. You're gonna let the guy fucking sit there with a nice suit and not make sure he looks proper? I was like,
Your heart was in the right place.
yeah, I was
You
more
had good
I was more
intentions.
disappointed with the funeral home company, if anything.
Oh
I'm like,
my
you guys
God.
all fucking suck. All of you going up to pay your respects and nobody else wants to pull the string but the stranger.
I bet you anything other people tried to pull the string, but it was attached, so they gave up.
Yeah.
And then you get up there and you're
But
like, yank.
I knew if I didn't pull it the right way.
The
so
whole
I
arm
wrapped it. You know how you wrap
was
it
like-
around your finger because you need to get a good pull? I pulled his arm. Jerked his arm. People are probably like, is he alive? He's alive! He's alive!
Such a disaster.
No, just Courtney pulling strings. I was trying to hook him up. But see, I'm wicked comfortable around dead people. Like, even when my Nana passed, I sat there until the place came. I took her rollers out. I put a blanket over her. You know, I sat there and recited the rosary beads with her until they came and got her. You know what I mean? Like, I got no problem sitting with the dead. It doesn't faze me.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to fuck with them.
Well, it wasn't intentional. I was trying to make them look good. Just like what I did with my Nana. I made sure her rollers were out. God forbid she left the house with her freaking curlers in. She would have
Right.
killed me. She would have cursed me for that one.
Haunted you for life.
You know? So I was just doing a nice thing. But the dead the dead don't faze me, which is crazy. Because remember when I told you when I was a kid, I almost thought to myself too, like being the morgue person who does makeup in a morgue. I forget the name of them. You make good money. When I did
Mortician.
the mortician, when I did the whole cosmetology thing, one of our teachers was a mortician,
That always makes me
and
think
it
of
never
my girl.
fazed me. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, like you okay with working with the dead?" So I knew from a young age I was perfectly fine with the dead. They didn't faze me.
So she wants to do makeup for dead people and kidnap children. We're learning a lot in this video.
I only kidnapped one child, and I returned her,
And you got her ice cream.
and I bought her ice cream.
I could never be a mortician. Makes me think of, have you ever seen My Girl?
Yeah.
When
Well,
she
I didn't
gets
wanna
locked,
do it either,
her,
but I
like,
think it's
ball
just
bounces
the
down the
dead-
stairs and
the-
she gets locked down
The
there.
dead just don't faze me, so
Horrifying.
I think that's more what it's not like, I don't know. And I still work with the dead, see? So
Yeah, not me. Nope. I like my people alive.
I like them any way they come.
Hmm.
I don't pick sides.
Oh, I'm not picking sides. I just prefer them to be breathing.
Breathing, I guess that's cool.
I
Alright.
cry with that movie every time when Thomas J gets stung by the bees. Oh my god, and she comes downstairs and she's like, where are his glasses? It kills me. Literally, like waterworks every time. But I also still cry every time I watch Titanic, and I've seen that movie probably 5,000 times. It's one of Sophia's favorites, so we watch it probably like once a month. And I still cry every time. I'll never let go, Jack. Like,
See, that part, I don't cry. The part of the Titanic that made me cry, because I'm a mom, and I'm surprised it doesn't hit you, is when they're tucking their children in bed.
when she's telling them the bedtime
Yeah,
story.
because she knows they're all going to drown.
Oh,
That's-
and then the old people
what
in the
gets me.
bed that are like cuddling. That movie.
Well,
just
no,
is
that part, yeah,
heartbreaking.
that part doesn't faze me. At least you're dying old together. But like, it
No,
was the
I
kid part
just
that fazed me.
so terrible, so terrible. They didn't even try to help the third class people. They were just like first class, women and children. Everybody else, enjoy your death.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, we're gonna switch this real quick. We're gonna go. Well, I'm not going looking like this, but we gotta put ourselves together.
You don't want me out and about with my bedhead?
And I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna straighten my hair again because it feels so good straight. I feel like,
I do see the tone that you're talking about now.
yeah.
But you do still have little pieces of pink in there. See?
Anywho, we love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Hope
This was
I
fun.
hope your butt is popping. I
Poppin'.
hope it's popping.
Banging booty.
Banging. 18 grand. Ash can hook you up.
I can't hook them up.
Ash can hook you up.
Listen, if you want to go halves, I'll totally shoot the movie. I'll be the cameraman, and you can be the anal.
Goodbye. I love you guys. Have a fantastic Saturday.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.